Ladies and gentlemen, motorcycle lovers, and Harley-Davidson fans, welcome back to Driftport. Today, we're diving into one of the most iconic cruisers in the world, the Harley-Davidson Fat Boy 114. A motorcycle that's not just a ride, but a statement. If you've ever dreamed of commanding the road with presence, power, and unmistakable style, the Fat Boy 114 is here to make that dream real. So, let's find out, is this the ultimate cruiser, or just another piece of Harley nostalgia? Stay tuned till the end, because this one is worth it. Before we talk about the 2025 model, let's rewind a little. The Harley-Davidson Fat Boy was first introduced back in 1990, and it immediately became a legend. Its bold styling, wide stance, and muscular looks made it stand apart from everything else on the road. It even became a Hollywood superstar when Arnold Schwarzenegger rode it in Terminator 2: Judgment Day. Since then, the Fat Boy has carried the reputation of being one of the most recognizable Harleys in the world. Now, more than 30 years later, the Fat Boy 114 carries that same DNA, but with a modern twist. It's got heritage, but it's also got the performance and refinement to compete with today's machines. The first thing you notice when you look at the Fat Boy 114 is its sheer presence. It's big, it's bold, and it screams Harley. The signature solid disc Lakester wheels, finished in satin chrome, immediately catch your eye. These wheels are unique because they give the bike that heavy-duty, almost industrial look, like something carved out of solid steel. The front end is wide, muscular, and unapologetically Harley. The LED headlamp sits in a chunky nacelle, giving the bike a tough personality. Add to that the massive fenders and the low-slung profile, and you've got a machine that looks just as intimidating parked outside a cafe as it does blasting down the highway. The Fat Boy has always been about chrome, and the 114 doesn't disappoint. Brushed metal accents run across the exhaust, engine, and trim, reflecting that classic cruiser heritage. Yet, it manages to balance retro charm with modern minimalism. In short, if you buy a Fat Boy 114, prepare to attract attention wherever you go. Now let's get to the heart of the beast, the Milwaukee-Eight 114 engine. This V-twin is a powerhouse. You're looking at 1,868 cc of raw displacement, producing around 119 pound-feet of torque. The moment you twist that throttle, the Fat Boy responds with deep, rumbling authority. It doesn't just accelerate, it pulls. What makes the Milwaukee-Eight special is the balance between tradition and technology. You still get that unmistakable Harley sound and feel, but with smoother refinement, better fuel efficiency, and improved cooling compared to older Harleys. On the road, the Fat Boy 114 feels strong at any speed. Whether you're cruising at 40 miles per hour through the city or overtaking on the highway, the torque is always ready. And because of the bike's weight, around 317 kilograms, the power delivery feels solid and controlled rather than wild. This isn't a sport bike that begs you to go faster. It's a cruiser that demands respect. A lot of people look at the Fat Boy and assume it's a handful to ride. And yes, it's a big bike, but Harley has engineered it to be surprisingly manageable. The Softail frame provides rigidity without adding unnecessary weight, and the suspension has been tuned for comfort. The front suspension uses Showa dual bending valve forks, while the rear monoshock is adjustable, giving you a smooth ride whether you're solo or carrying a passenger. Sure, this isn't a corner carving machine, but the Fat Boy handles sweeping bends and long straights with absolute confidence. The low seat height of just 26.6 inches makes it approachable for a lot of riders, despite the overall size. You sit deep into the bike, with wide handlebars and forward foot controls that give you a commanding yet relaxed riding posture. Braking is handled by 4 piston calipers up front and 2 piston calipers at the rear. They're strong and reliable, giving you the confidence you need when handling a bike of this size. One thing Harley has done well with the Fat Boy 114 is keep it classic without ignoring modern features. You've got LED lighting all around, a digital analog display that shows you speed, gear, fuel level, and range, and keyless ignition for convenience. Safety features like ABS come standard, and Harley also offers optional security systems for peace of mind. But don't expect touchscreen displays or advanced rider aids here. The Fat Boy isn't about technology overload. It's about the pure, visceral experience of riding a Harley. When it comes to comfort, the Fat Boy 114 doesn't disappoint. The wide, cushioned seat ensures long rides are fatigue-free. The riding position is natural and relaxed, and there's plenty of room to stretch out. For longer trips, Harley-Davidson's aftermarket catalog offers saddlebags, windscreens, and touring accessories. So, if you want to turn your Fat Boy into a weekend road warrior, that's absolutely possible. The Fat Boy 114 is not a beginner's bike. Its size, power, and price make it a machine for experienced riders. If you're someone who values presence, power, and tradition, and if you want a motorcycle that feels more like a lifestyle than just transportation, the Fat Boy 114 is for you. It's for the rider who wants to be noticed. The rider who enjoys cruising at a steady pace while turning heads at every corner. And most importantly, it's for the rider who respects the Harley-Davidson legacy. Depending on the market, the Harley-Davidson Fat Boy 114 starts at around $21,000 in the US. That's a serious amount of money for a motorcycle, but remember, you're not just buying a machine, you're buying an icon. A bike that carries more than 3 decades of legacy and culture. So, is the Harley-Davidson Fat Boy 114 worth it? Absolutely, if you're the kind of rider who appreciates heritage, style, and road presence. It's not the most high-tech cruiser, and it's not the cheapest either. But what it delivers is something no other motorcycle can truly replicate, that unique Harley soul. At the end of the day, riding a Fat Boy 114 isn't just about going from point A to point B. It's about the experience, the sound of the Milwaukee-Eight engine, the commanding presence on the road, the sheer satisfaction of riding a motorcycle that's instantly recognizable, anywhere in the world. This isn't just a Harley. This is the Fat Boy 114, and it's in a class of its own. And that wraps up our review of the Harley-Davidson Fat Boy 114. What do you think? Is this the ultimate cruiser, or would you pick something else for long rides? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Driftport for more car and bike reviews every week. Ride safe, ride loud, and I'll catch you in the next one.